Yesterday I was at the launch of the Nokia 6.1 Plus, and it was a phone that I was very excited to check out in person. But when I was there and I actually got to hold the phone in my hands, it was a little disappointing. And then when I saw the price, it was just like, oh, what happened? What went wrong? But first, some context. So the Nokia 6.1 Plus isn't actually a brand new device. It actually launched in China about 4 months ago as the Nokia X6. And I covered that launch, and when I saw it, I was just like, whoa, super excited, because it had a lot of the ingredients to be a killer mid-range smartphone. And when I say killer mid-range smartphone, I mean killing Redmi Note 5 kind of killer mid-range smartphone. So it's good. I mean, look at the specs, okay? It has a Snapdragon 636 processor inside. It's made it to 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. And then there is a beautiful 5.8-inch Full HD Plus display in a 19:9 aspect ratio. I mean, yes, there's a notch in it, but the notch doesn't really affect me. I don't really care about it, so it's not a big deal. And then there's also the fact that it charges via USB Type-C, but the battery capacity is a little bit small at 3060 milliamp hours. There's also a 16 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual camera setup at the back with a 16 megapixel selfie camera in front, which means it is capable of Nokia's Bothie, which is always like a nice feature to have. It's fun, and you get to see you and the person that's in front of you. You know the drill. And then when you couple that with Nokia's reputation of building excellent, high quality, substantial smartphones, and the fact that they always put in stock Android that's fast to update and cleaned AF, and I was really excited. I was like, wow, this could be the phone for me. And then I saw it for the first time in Malaysia in person, and almost immediately we got off on the wrong foot. When I went to pick it up, I was just like, wait, what? There was none of that Nokia build quality that I was so used to. It didn't feel industrial, it didn't feel robust, it didn't feel like the solid, high quality Nokia phone that I've grown so accustomed to, like, the Nokia 7 Plus, for example. I mean, it doesn't feel really cheap, but it's almost there. It's sort of getting there. The glass and metal frame, it just didn't carry that same kind of heft or the same kind of weight that all the other high-quality Nokia phones did. So I was already a bit unimpressed. But thankfully, the rest of the phone, the performance was good, the screen still looked good, and I mean, overall, it was still the phone that I saw launch in China. But just not quite there when it comes to the build. I'm not really sure why they went for this. It is a lot more of like a pretty phone than a solid phone. So I was a little bit disappointed. But boy, was I in for a surprise, because when I saw the price that this phone would retail at, it was just like, what? 1,149 ringgit. Yes, 1,149 bucks. Okay, some context again. When this phone launched in China, it was, just a hair over 900 ringgit. Okay, good price. And then when it launched in India, it was just a hair under 940 ringgit. Still, acceptable, still okay, you can still justify that. But then, when it comes to Malaysia, it is more than 200 ringgit more than all the other launch places. I'm just like, what? What went wrong there? What happened? I mean, just look at its closest competition, which was the Redmi Note 5. That launched at about 1,000 bucks. Now it's 869 ringgit. And then Nokia comes in with this phone that's already 4 months late, and it's more than 1,000 ringgit? Huh? And then if you look at that price point, you look at the kind of money that the kind of phone that you can get for that money, you could get the Xiaomi Mi A2, which is stock Android. Ooh, yes. Nice build. Yes. About the same battery size. Yes. Pretty good camera, pretty good screen. The whole 9 yards. Everything you would need in that price point. Same kind of storage, same kind of RAM for less money. 999 ringgit. Like, huh? What happened there? I mean, if you add like 50 bucks, you can even get the top spec version, which gives you double the storage and 6 gigs of RAM. I mean, if you're gonna spend more than 1,000 bucks, there's really only one phone on the table, and that's the Poco phone, and that's only 150 ringgit more than the Nokia 6.1 Plus. 150 ringgit, and you get a Snapdragon 845 processor and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. You know, that's just such an unfair fight, so I cannot understand why this phone is so expensive. It's not super brand new, it's got a Snapdragon 636 processor, it's not super well built or really feels really industrial, high quality that it would survive a drop better than any of the other phones. So I just can't. Okay, but maybe this is me jumping to conclusions. Maybe the Nokia 6.1 Plus does have some really special feature that would put it ahead of all the other smartphones that makes it worth the price, you know? Maybe. I think that's very unlikely, but there is a small sliver of hope. There's a small chance that maybe it's okay. I mean, at least if you're among the first 2,500 customers to pick one up, you get a free action camera, free tempered glass screen protector, and a silicone case. But is that worth it? I'm completely not sold on this smartphone. I'm actually very frustrated because I was so looking forward to this phone. I was so looking forward to, like, yes, we have another competitor, like a competitive phone to enter this really, really competitive market. And then I'm super let down now because it is so much more expensive than its competition. But yeah, maybe that's just me. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think of the Nokia 6.1 Plus? Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, click on the notification bell icon next to our YouTube subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And be sure to keep your browser locked to searchinchao.com for the most refreshing servings of tech news. Until the next video, I will see you. Bye bye.